Welcome to Asagai English Schools. Today the topic is travel, vacation, spending time abroad. Many people around the world come to Rio de Janeiro, but many cariocas, when they can, when the economy is good and the money is good in their pockets, they like to travel. And many of our clients like to travel abroad. In fact, many of our clients actually come here to brush up on their English before they go and visit places like New York City, like Florida, like California, and many other cities around the United States or around the world. But today, one of the topics of conversation is what to do if you are in New York City. For example, many people like to also visit Florida, but Florida is a little different. The layout of the land is different. It's very much a car-based place, whereas New York City, you have many modes of transportation. You can get metros, you can take the metro, you can catch a bus, you can get a cab, you can walk. The way the city is laid out, it really is one that is, you can access the city using a variety of different modes of transportation. This is important if you are a visitor, and for example, you're landing in New York City for the first time. Initially, you might think, well, let me get a taxi to my hotel, or let me catch a taxi to wherever it is you want to go. But I can tell you one thing. Initially, yes, for the first time you get into the city, it may be best for you to get a taxi until you know where you're going, and also so that people don't steal things from you. But once you're in your hotel and once you have your things protected, and once you have your money secure, your credit card secure, then I would tell you it may be best for you to begin understanding how to take mass transportation modes. So for example, taking the metro, taking a bus, ways that you can save money. Because one of the quickest ways that you can eat your money in New York City is taking a cab everywhere. A cab will burn you out of your money like there's no tomorrow. And so you want to avoid that. One nice thing about New York City also is that the metro goes everywhere. The subway goes everywhere in New York City. Whether you want to visit another borough, whether you want to visit New Jersey, Connecticut, or any other place or any other state that is in the surrounding vicinity, normally you can get the metro, or you can take a train that can get you to that location. And so you really want to avoid using taxi services if you can. Another nice thing about the city as well, man, if you like to eat, everything is in New York City. In fact, if you ask me the greatest thing I miss about New York City now living in Rio de Janeiro, I would have to say, hands down, without doubt, it's having access to the amazing variety of restaurants and foods that are in New York City. And not only that are in New York City, but they're also cheap. Many people here in Rio de Janeiro can't believe that they're so cheap. And that's because there's such a large density of competition of food choices. There's so many choices for food that if you are a food seller, the only way that you really can compete outside of making and serving great food is price. And so almost everyone competes in the area of price. You can find great pizza, for example, a great slice of pizza, a good slice of pizza, something you never could find in Rio de Janeiro for $1, $2 in New York City. Whereas, you won't even find a great slice of pizza in New York City, in Rio de Janeiro. Pizza's okay, but it's not great. It's not good. But something that is more or less, or as they say in Portuguese, mais ou menos, might cost you 5 reais a slice or more. And so in New York City, hands down, you're going to have many more choices when it comes to food. If you like sushi, great choices. You can buy great sushi for under 10 bucks. New York City, Rio de Janeiro, don't even think about it. Same thing goes for, wow, if you like Indian cuisine, which I do, you'll never find it here in Rio de Janeiro. If you like Thai cuisine, what I'm trying to say is, if you're a person from Brazil and you're visiting New York City, make sure you get your butt in here to upgrade your English and ensure that you're going to have a great time, because in New York City, it's a great place to be. Many people that I've interacted with here, I don't know why, but they love to go to Florida. And in my opinion, it's like the worst place to go. Leave Mickey Mouse alone. Stop visiting Florida and get your butt into New York City. If you like museums, if you like culture, if you like to really have a great time, eat great food, any time of the day, my gosh, New York never sleeps. New York is a place to go. And I've lived in Florida for a year. Went to military school there. But it's not the place to go if you really are looking to have a great time. The point of this video is make sure that you look for cheap hotels. Like, this is another area that New York City really shines. The competition is immense. There's so many hotels in New York City. They have great amenities. They have great food, great breakfast and bread in the morning. Wow, breakfast in the morning normally in hotels in New York City is free. Wi-Fi free, because there are so many hotels that in order to compete, they have to offer great amenities. And this is something that you just don't get on the same level in Florida that you do in New York City. And so New York, without a doubt, is a great place to visit. Not unless you really want to see Mickey. but anyway, you get, like I said, great food, great breakfast in the morning, free breakfast, I should say, complimentary breakfast, or continental breakfast they call it. That's free. Free Wi-Fi. If you like to work out, there normally are gyms inside the hotels, free. And so these are just amenities that you get when you go to places like New York City, over Florida. What else would I get? Also, too, having access to the city. In New York City, the metro, or I should say the subway, goes everywhere. There's no need for a cab. There's no need for a car. There are great museums, great restaurants, great clubs, great nightclubs. Wow, I could spend an hour talking about this, but it's a great place to go. I lived in New York City for years. In fact, that's where I lived before I came to Rio. But get your butt there if you can, and do so before the difference between the real and the dollar really begins to jump. I know now you're like 4-to-1. In my opinion, Brazil is actually using some of its reserve currencies. I believe the difference truly is 5-to-1 or more, sadly, and the games have not even begun. You know, that's my own personal opinion. But the point is, get your butt to places like New York City if you can, before the difference really gets really large, because then you'll never be able to go. It's going to be too costly to visit if you're a Brazilian person coming there with reais. Anyway, those are some of my tips today for those that want to visit. I have many clients that want to visit the United States, Canada, Europe, and so this video is for you all. For other ones that want to improve their English, get your butt in here as well to have us help you get your English up to snuff, so that you can get a great job in this crazy economy. So anyway, have a great day. Nice to talk to you all. Take care. Goodbye.